Hello friends, I wanted to do a live video for you today. I have a new card to share with you. I'll post this video later on YouTube on my channel. It's God's Blessings. I'll might post a link later in the group, but I wanted to do a card with you. Also, if you like my cards that you see that I make, you can find these and many more of the other ones at LILYOFTHEVALL77.etsy.com. So you can find them there. I'll post a link. I post the links all the time, but I'll add one somewhere in the comments or somewhere below the video so you can go right through there. So let's get started. Okay, so here's what we're going to be doing. I die cut a few things so it makes it easier to go with. So let's add these things to the card first so they're not going to move around. So I did this earthly background and then we're going to do the white. The way I always do my cards is I use the sequin tape. So let's do that on the sides. I'll put that right on here. Hi Miranda, thanks for joining me. Okay. And then I use a different kind for the middle so it doesn't end up making a bubble in the middle of the card. Just take it off. We'll start with this so we get the base going first. I wanted to show you step by step from the beginning in case anyone wants to do it themselves later. So this is just a regular card base. It's already pre-folded. We'll put this in the back first. In the way I line it up, I line up these three sides here because it's already, the card base is my usual, the 5x7. Then this sheet that I just put on, it is 6 3/4 inch by 4 3/4. Just basically a 1/4 inch off of every side. Let's get this trash out of the way. And then we'll do the next sheet. Before I do that, I wanted to ink it up the edges a little bit. So I got my felt, got my ink. Just gonna go just like that. Give it a little color on the edge. And since this is a very light color, it's gonna pick up quite a bit of ink and you're gonna be able to see it quite a bit. So here's this. And I'm gonna do today a layering stamping video. I don't think I've done one yet, so it's gonna be a little bit different. I try to keep them a bit different every single time I do it. So there's the sheet. You can probably see the inking. It looks kind of dirty, but without it, it just looks too plain. When I put it on here, see how more blended in it is instead of just very rough edge, or I guess very sharp edge actually. So let's glue this on the same way. Just use the tape on all the sides. Put it right on here. And you can, this is the sequin tape, and it has the writing right on the side. And you can find it at lots of different craft stores, even the online ones. A lot of them carry it. I found this to be one of the strongest tapes out there, and I've been using it for the few years that I've been doing the cards now. So, and it rips easily, and it is, it will stand any heat, so if you do embossing or anything else, it will work just perfectly to keep on holding and nothing's going to happen to it. but there are other tapes out there that you can use that are good ones too. Okay, and then let's do the middle one, so there's no bubble on this one either. Put this on. It doesn't really matter which way. Yeah, I'll just do it this way. It seems like the top part. Same thing, you just do 3 sides. And when you do layering, it just looks better on the card. And see, the 4th one automatically lines up right there. We're gonna need that. So let's also glue together the circles. But we're not gonna put them on the card yet. I'm gonna do a combination of tapes here also. This one's just a thicker one. The sequin is right there at the writing on there, you can see. This one's thicker, so you can actually read it on this one. Put some on here to hold it. Put a couple of little ones on the edges so it doesn't end up lifting up. Just like that. That's where I put the other one. See, this one, because it's smaller, it kind of cuts off the words, so that's why I showed you on the other one. You can actually read it. Make sure you squeeze it on there first and then peel it off. That way it comes off nice and easy if you press it on there well, the edges. Otherwise, you're gonna really try to fight it. There you go. So we're gonna stick this on there. And I'm not really, except for making sure there's about the same equal amount on each side, I'm not really trying to line up the edges on it, because this is not a regular circle like this. It's not a die of a regular circle, straight circle. This is the Crafter's Companion, what do they call them? I don't know. Oh, scalloped edge circles. So they're very rough. And I just used not the first 2, but the next 2 in there for this one. But you can fit whatever size you're making, so it fits for you. We can leave this off for a second and go on to do the other stuff. So that's how it's going to be. I have a die cut word happy also. It's just to show you we could do different words on there. So let's start with our little reindeer here. So this is actually a Christmassy stamp, so I got it at a great deal. But I thought this is perfect for hunting or Father's Day, or even anybody else who likes reindeers. They're so cute. And this stamp right here would be perfect to go with it too. It says, "Dear to my heart," so it matches the little deer. And I mean, that has nothing to do with Christmas, so you can use it on anything. So let's get this stamp out. Okay, so see how there's 3 different reindeers? What we can do right on the back, they actually show you. You start with the brown, with the actual reindeer that has the dots on there, basically the main one. But you start with a light color on there. Then you move on to like a gray color, which is this one that has a little bit more. And then the last one in black, basically the outlines of the actual animal. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to use Tim Holtz Inks. This one is the vintage photo, so we're going to do... Actually, I'm going to try this antique linen first and see if it's too light. And I need a piece of paper. I forgot to grab that, so let me grab one real quick here. Here, we'll do this water paper one. It's already small enough. Okay, so the way this works is, take these little pieces of tape here off. Some of these are not holding anymore, so I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so we're gonna put the little piece of paper on here, tape it on so it stays in place and doesn't move. If yours comes with magnets, the stamping, you can do that. So we layer the stamp anywhere we want to. We can put it right here. Oh, and with the stamps, there's two different sides. This is the one that actually has the print and you can see the little holes on there. And the other one is really flat. Let's see if I can show you that. See how flat it is? And then this one has actual holes in there where I can stick my finger in there. Let's get that one out. So this is the one you put against the paper, and then the flat side will go against here. So it will adhere to it, just like that. And the good thing about this stamping thing, you can stamp over and over without having to, it'll stamp in the same spot. It's without it moving or trying to match it up later. So let's try this lighter color first. See if we think it's dark enough. If not, I'll go in with a different darker brown. So, ready? There we go. Okay, so there's a little image. We're going to go back and ink some more because there's quite a bit of a surface to cover. We're going to add some more to it. What you could do, actually, if you want, you can do a little bit of watercoloring like this. Got water in this little brush. You can actually go in and add a little bit of water to it to smooth it out more if you want. But remember, you got these dots on purpose here, so don't try to cover it all up. We'll just go in where there's actually a lot of ink. Just give it a little bit more of a smoother surface, just like that. Swipe it off a little bit. Okay, so we'll try one more time. I tend to do it 3 times on these larger stamps, just to make sure it covers well. Okay, just like that. Ta-da! Okay, so that is just the back of basically the first layer of the stamp. So let's put this one back. We'll take it off. Put it back in place on the stamp. Match it up. And then take the next layer. So we can do this one in gray. And the good thing is now you can actually layer it right on top, just like this. Match up the ears and everything, and the little feet. Match it all up. Since you don't have any ink on it, it doesn't matter how you lay it down, just make sure you got it just the way you want it. And remember, the little print will be a little bit off because this is little accents to your stamp now, because the background of coloring we already did in the first layer. So we'll go with this gray. This one is actually hickory smoke, so you can do this one here. So they come, Tim Holtz Inks come in the small size and the larger one. So it kind of depends on what you want. Okay, so just like that, we're going to stamp on top. And here's what it's turning out to be. Got one more layer to go though. So let's wipe this off real quick here. Take any extra ink off of the stamp and put it back in its place. And now the last layer. This one we're going to do in black. So same thing, we just put it right on top, line it up, ears, tail, everything. And then close it up so it adheres to it well. And then just use the ink on top. And like I said, because it doesn't move, we can do more black if it doesn't stamp enough the first time. Okay, let's do another black layer on this one, just to make sure it gives a good outline. Okay, and since we used the white paper, you can actually see where the little feet are supposed to be white. It stayed white. Now there's a matching set that comes with it to die cut it out. So let's get this paper out. I'll put this to the side. Here's the matching die cut. So we'll need a couple of things. I don't have anybody here to give me stuff, so give me a second. I need to cut it out first since I haven't used it yet. It's brand new. It's all attached here, right here. So I need to cut these little wire things out. Okay, so I got my little pliers. I'm gonna cut these apart. Okay, there's one piece. We'll take this off and cut off the rest. Sorry, I didn't think about preparing this in advance. Should have done it, but it's okay. Oh, only take us a minute. There we go. And these extra ones are actually to the stamps, like the leaves right there. This one goes for that one, and then there's the other one also there. And then this big one I think is for the little bells. I forgot the name of mistletoe. There you go. I think that's mistletoe right there. So we're going to put a little piece of tape on here so we can not lose this little die of relief here. Comes with a little bit, but it's not enough to hold all of them when you cut it. So put that to the side. So now what we're going to do is get this cut off. Got a little piece of wire sticking out there. It might be in the way when we die cut. Cut that off here. There we go. So we're going to line it up, and we're going to die cut our little reindeer. Make sure you got a little bit of white coming from the cut everywhere. I'm going to tape that on here, just like that. And then let's put this to the side. I'll get my cutting machine out. I couldn't cut it out ahead of time because I wanted to show you how to do the stamp. So here's, we matched it all up, and we're going to cut it out. So the cutting out works the same as always. Just your cutting plate. I'm using the Sizzix Big Shot. So all you need is your regular platform, everything closed, the die cut, and then the next plate goes on top, just like that. I'm going to need another piece of tape so it doesn't move. When I close it, I can see it moving. I don't want it to die cut wrong. I have to start all over. So let's put a little piece of tape on there so it holds it in place on this side also. There we go. Okay, and just run it through. It's going to be shaky a little bit, so bear with me. And it might make some noise, so don't get scared. Oh, not too bad. And since it's not very detailed of a die, just an outline, we don't need to run it through twice. So here's a little reindeer. Ta-da! Cute, isn't it? It's sleeping. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Okay, so put this aside. Let's go back to our card here. So what I want to do is put this little reindeer right on here. And what we're going to use are some pop-up dots. So these are not very high pop-up dots. I like them more because when you're trying to mail a card, you don't want anything too bulky, so you don't have to pay for too much for shipping. Okay. Got one here, one here, and you want it all over because if you don't put enough of them, what happens is it starts bending in those spots. So I try to put quite a few, and sometimes even like this foot, you can try put it on there. If you think it's too thick, you can cut it in half. I'll put one more in that little spot. It's just asking for it. We'll take off, you know what, this is the only spot I missed, I guess. We'll start taking all of these off, and to check and see if you took it off or not, I just put my nail on there and it sticks. Like this one I didn't. That one I did, this one I haven't. That's how I check them. This one's done, this one's done. So the ears is what I have left. Take that off. Okay, and now we're going to place this little reindeer right on here. Just like that. Ta-da! Here's our little reindeer. So let's tape this on. Keep this in the middle. And we'll use the tape on the outside so it holds better. I'm not going to be doing too big of pieces because the more I put around, the better it is. And it's a circle, so it's not like I can do a straight line. So I'm just going to put a little bit here and there, just like that. And you can either rip or cut, whatever works best for you. I do kind of a combination of both. Depends if you want a clean cut or if you just want to get it done quick. So there's our tape on all the sides. If by any chance you have a little piece sticking out, this tape is double-sided. So what you can do is just fold it over. And make sure you press on it first. That way it doesn't start lifting up. Like I have a tiny piece right there sticking out. Just fold it in there and you can't see it anymore. It sticks right onto itself. Okay. Let's get this little reindeer right in the center there. That's about equal all the side on both sides in here. Throw these away. And here's pretty much our card. Cute, isn't it? And then you can do the word happy. I know it's backwards, so I guess I can flip it over so you can see it. There you go. That looks better. So, I think, I don't know, but I know the phone records it backwards. So there's the card. For me, it's supposed to be going this way, right? So, kind of depends. There's the card. You can do Happy Father's Day. You can do it for a birthday. You can do it just because thinking of you or wishes. I mean, you can do whatever you choose to do. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you liked the card we made and you learned something new today. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also visit my other cards in lilyofthevel77.etsy.com. It's spelled LILYOFTHEVALL77.ETSY for Etsy.com. And you can shop lots of my cards. I have some deals on there. I have some that are sets that are a good price, and also if you buy 5 or more cards, you can choose either free shipping or you can get a free card. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye.